Welcome, welcome. Today's probably going to be a bit of a noisier stream, actually, because we've got someone working on removing one of the windows. Because we've actually got a window in one of the bathrooms for some reason, and we're getting that removed, finally. So we got the money to do it. So we're probably going to have some banging noises throughout the stream, but other than that, it shouldn't be too different, hopefully. How much worse can is Ethan's day about to get? Let's find out in today's episode. Resident Evil 8. Man who can not get a dang break. Well, as long as there's no more like giant demon babies, I think it'll be fine. And so far doing well. Making content during house reforming can't be too fun. I mean, the loudest stuff should be done with. The saws are no longer in play. Now all we've got to worry about is the hammers. Which you might be hearing some of those right now. It should go well. Let's see. We gotta switch on over to the game screen. There we are. Takes a bit for Resident Evil 8 to show up on this. Somebody saw your lucky coin? I don't think so. Can't really hear the stuff. Interesting. The mic does pick it up, I know that. Also, funny little detail, whenever I boot up this game, for some reason or another, it causes all of my text for, like, some of the buttons on OBS to get really small. Will probably lurk today. That's perfectly fine. Enjoy your lurk. Okay, why is it in window mode? I don't need full screen either. There we are. That's the goody stuff. I don't have a lurk command, I'm afraid. I should set one up, but I haven't. Yeah, it's gonna be a noisy day, I can tell you that much. Oh well. Oh yeah, hi Duke. What was I doing again? Turn on electricity to the gate. Have alert command, but call it Acidia? The sin of laziness. Dealing with the reservoir, and you're probably fighting the fish blob man thing. Oh, very likely. Let's see. I was... Let's see. Right. The game wanted me to, like, go lower down here. Yeah, I gotta leave with the third baby jar alive. I was C. Not sure I understand, but alright. Oh, this is a block command?
fish food.
Oh. Okay, so he strikes, like, both times there. He doesn't stop. Okay. In most situations in this game, that wouldn't happen, so you can't blame me for trying. Though I really wish it wasn't an insta-kill. In my opinion, and I don't know if anyone else shares this opinion, but insta-kills are something that horror games need to completely lay off of, or use significantly less. Because I feel like oftentimes they overuse them to the point where it's really hard to feel scared by anything. Because everything's just about, oh yeah, you either run away or you just die. It's a very overused concept that desperately needs to leave.
I'm not looking to be fish food.
Am I supposed to watch its movements? I guess now I'm supposed to go. Is that what this segment is like? If it's this sort of game, using ammo to break free can be enough of a punishment. Yeah. Don't kill me and have me restart all over again. It's survival horror. Let me survive. For sure. Also, this is an incredibly hard read, if I'm going to be honest. Lady Lanky Kong. Gone but not forgotten. Am I supposed to be doing something different? I'm not seeing anything. No? She's long gone at this point. Yeah. I feel that her segment wasn't exactly too amazing either, to be honest. It was one of the better sections, but I feel like nearing the end it kind of overstayed its welcome almost. Though that might have also just been because it just felt so small. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I shot a thing. There's something else I'm supposed to be shooting here? It was a decent introduction, at least from a viewer perspective. Yeah, it was. I feel like there was definitely worse. And yeah, I'm looking for the tape, but I'm not seeing more tape. I'm a bit confused here. The fish is just doing its thing. It'd also be a lot easier if my camera wouldn't shake whenever the fish was doing its thing. Is there something I'm supposed to be doing in tandem with this fish? What? No? This is, another case of not the greatest telegraphing, I think. That or I'm blind. Which is also entirely possible. Wouldn't be the first time for me. Maybe that other floating danger part on the other side of the water tower. What happened differently? No, seriously, what happened differently? That made no sense. It just fell over. I'm not even sure what caused that. Sure, game, whatever you say. Yeah, really.
Stinks.
You've dealt with stinky stuff like a while now, Ethan. Sure, love having no clue what allowed my progression, and it feels like I should have been acting on it. Yeah. Where is it? To be honest, I have no idea what's going on here. Also, my inventory is kind of a mess. Ethan, you dealt with the Baker house. Why does this fish stench bother you now? Maybe the Baker house smelt a lot better than this. Which would be impressive if that was the case. Have your dad said it was better? Hard to tell. Hydrate? Alright. Alright. Place was 80% mold. It also was in a better kept, like, state than, like, the majority of this village, though. Wait, am I missing something? Oh, am I supposed to flip that and then, like, rush over to here? I see. I see how it goes. Almost forgot to add to the challenge today. What does that put it at, actually? Let me take a gander. We're at 18%. Still pretty good. And Osai is here to add to the challenge as well. %. That's a ways farther. Okay. Can you, like, telegraph when you're coming up a little better, please? Like, I legitimately cannot tell when it's supposed to be coming up in this specific segment right here. Is it just gone all of a sudden? At least give me an idea of what's going on, game. Like, okay, I think it's just gone or something. If it comes back to attack me all of a sudden, I'm gonna be mad. Well, I guess it did, in a way. Whatever's going on, it smells of algae and an upcoming boss fight that may or may not be obnoxious. Potentially. At least this dude is positive. He is very positive. Is that where I'm supposed to be going? I'm not sure I'm particularly fond of this segment as like a horror perspective. Because it's not really scary at all. It's kind of interesting. But like from spooks? Eh. Oh, hello there. Drink the swamp juice, gain fish powers. Blob monster kaiju battle. But also Ethan is proper dead. Probably. Where is he? Hmm. I guess that's a segment I don't have to worry about. Seems like it'll be important later. Oh, there's the lever there. I didn't even see it. Poor Ethan. He has to do everything like one-handed.
Caught myself a big one.
Ethan, now's not the time to be making remarks like that.
Need to get out of here.
Alright, Duke Nukem, cut the quips. Oh, you best be joking. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, do we have to find like a ladder piece to finish the ladder? Nah, it was just to cut the lock thing to make thing work good. As big as you are, Fish Man, you ain't this big. Door is warped and won't open. What do I do then? Oh, that would be terrifying. Imagine actually seeing that happen. I'd be tucking in my legs super hard.
Okay.
Alright. Hope you don't mind, Duke. I'm gonna use your little typewriter. It was pretty cool. But also, never would want to see it happen. Ever. Hmm. Is there a way to rotate this by any chance? Oh, you know what? I see what's going on here. Okay, so we want the bottom two as blue. I see, I see. So this is orange. Are you okay in there? Okay. Just make some weird noise, will you? Okay, so... And then this would be orange, blue, and blue. I caught on to that one a little faster than the other puzzles that I have done here.
Got it.
How does it feel, Fishman? It's all thanks to you, Duke. I'm surprised that thing can move so fine out of water. I can barely see in here, jeez. Alright, October 1st, a sunny day. Mother Miranda brought me 5 peoples from the village just like I asked. I made them sleep with some liquid, and then I put Kadao in their tummies. I'm looking forward to the Kadao to grow in their tummies. Well, he still has arms, and that's about enough. Yeah, but he's a giant fish thing, which I don't imagine typically breathe very well in the air. October 2, a cloudy day. 4 of the people from the village are dead this morning. 1 is almost a lichen. I sent it to my lab on the mountain. I failed again. Mother wants strong vessels, but I cannot get any. I will need more people from the village. High capacity mag. Ooh, more bullet. I always like having an upgrade to my guns. The more I shoot, the better. Amphibious fish blob. That might be a possibility. If I recall, the giant quote-unquote fish monster of Resident Evil 4 was actually a giant lizard. Let's see. Poor dude, he's just wants to do a good job for his mommy. That he does.
I guess I gotta do this.
Explosive barrels time. Oh. You're kind of fast. You just called me a bastard. Which direction will he come from? What? What? Oh, that is just awful. Doesn't even give you much time to react to that. So I'm supposed to hide underneath that? And just know that it's coming up?
I guess I gotta do this.
Yeah, the barf does blob barriers, apparently. Where's the next explosive? Guess explosives are just to make the fight a little easier in the beginning or something. It isn't as horrifying as the baby, but it's close to being upsetting. I don't know if I'd even consider it that. It's pretty tame as far as Resident Evil goes. Hey, that's really obnoxious.
Watch this.
Might mostly be the barf attack existing. So it makes me feel it's upsetting. Fair enough. As far as Resident Evil goes, though, that's par for the course. Also, just horror in general for some reason. Ugh. He does way too much damage. See, is there anything else for me to like make this fight just a little bit easier?
It's not breaking.
Okay, so I can't go there to make it a little easier then. Are you dead? What? That was through a wall. Breakable 1 is probably just the obligatory boss barrier. Oh, it most definitely is.
Can't get caught in that.
Is this safe? Stop barfing everywhere then. Yeah, I guess it was safe. I'm a little trapped here. Let me past you. Hello? Somehow this is working? There we go. Are you finally dead? Why can't you just die? I don't have any ammo left. Spill your guts out, why don't you? I get the feeling that I should have bought some ammo before this. Because, this is not offering much. Like, look at this. I got nothing. Oh. Apparently a mine is all I needed.
In death as he was in life. Disgusting.
Rude, Ethan!
The exit's up ahead.
That was kind of funny, though. Oh, he was eating a pie. Ethan has precisely 0 chill, for sure. Mother Miranda gave me a rose jar. No one likes me, which is why I thought they would leave me out again. But Heisenberg said That was why each got a rose. The ceremony cannot happen without us all there. Mother didn't seem to care, though. Mother said Rose is a vessel. With a vessel, Mother can get her real child back, even though she has been dead for a very long time. But if Mother does, then what will happen to me? I'm not her real child. Would she abandon me? No, I don't want that. No, 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 no. Ah,
Is that alive?
yes.
You're better off than I thought.
Who's that?
Oh, come on. We just met a while back, not that it really matters.
You're the last asshole in my way, aren't you?
You've got fight. I'll give you that, Ethan. But what's the plan when you have all 4 flasks?
What are you trying to get at?
I could lend you a hand.
Trying to get on my good side?
Now don't get cocky. I'd kill you if you weren't worth the trouble. There's a stronghold not too far outside the village. Go there and get my flask. Do that, and you pass. First, head back to the graveyard.
Self-centered prick.
Oh, that's just sad. Way to give me feels for the horrid vomiting frogman game. I mean, usually if you actually read stuff in any Resident Evil, it tends to have really, like, sad stories. But you have to do reading material to get the sadness. Whereas Kingdom Hearts just does it right in front of your face. Same with Final Fantasy X, actually. Final Fantasy X does it right in your face, too. Which of these is going to be the opening? I'm not actually sure. That one. Yep, that's about right. I know my video games. Sometimes. Well, we have dealt with 3 of the 4 now. Text, like, flashed on the screen. Oh, this way. I get the feeling that that one big lichen I saw in the very beginning and haven't seen anything of since is probably going to be something I have to fight. This way, Papa. How about first I visit Duke? Because I need some ammunition. You fascinated by that?
Ah, my apologies. This is Lord Moreau's? I suppose it's what they call the beauty of the grotesque.
Beauty of the
Please do
grotesque,
take a look at my
yeah.
new stock. Uh-huh. Yes, I can can see why you'd be interested in that. This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
RE8 fat jolly vendor versus RE4 skinny mysterious vendor. I think Resident Evil 4's merchant wins any day. Mostly just because of how easily recognizable he is.
Used to be alive. Have a wonderful adventure.
Because, like, everyone knows, you know, his, like, couple of lines that he has. Because he doesn't have many lines in the game, but whenever you see him, you're always very happy. Duke has a lot more lines than the Resident Evil 4 merchant, but, like, none of them seem to fully stick. For Resident Evil 4 merchant still wins. He probably has all of Leon's unwanted guns and explosives, as well as mobility. Yeah, Duke doesn't seem to move, like, at all. I don't think we've... Oh, it's just meat? I was kind of hoping that it could give more than that. It doesn't move while you're looking. True, but, like, still... I should probably get, like, an actual save point before I go there. Given the way that this game likes to be. Seems to be always available around the village. That is true.
Naturally.
Can probably stock up more on this. That way I just have ammunition. Secondary save. I like how I've got a save on the second one that was just up to the baby house. I mean, I'd imagine you'd get some weak enemies in a save point somewhere along the start of this next area. It's a possibility, but you never can tell with Resident Evil when you're starting to near the end game. And we almost have all of the Rose flasks, which means we're probably almost at the very end. I figured eventually you guys would drop down. Bye-bye. Liking noises. It's actually been a while since we've seen these things. Definitely doing headshots a lot better. You've just been at a dam trying to fight a very big fish. Glad to see normal enemies again. Well, it's not just that. We were also fighting a... Well, not fighting, but we dealt with a giant baby. We've dealt with a lot before seeing, like, semi-regular enemies. And I guess now we're in Bloodborne Town. Yeah, it basically has been 2 whole boss areas. Though I think only one of those could even actually be considered a boss. Sure wasn't the gross baby and dolls. I guess in a way they were the regular enemies of those areas.
How do I get this door open?
A crank, probably. The explosive barrels tell me something big is coming up. Or it's just another thing of, like, more enemies. Okay. Right, these things do, like, this awful grab move. I forgot about that. I take it this is gonna be like one of those they're constantly spawning things. What if the crank you got in the lake was just another mold illusion? I wouldn't put it past this game. Oh, you cheeky little thing. These things dodge an awful lot. keep in mind, Ethan's been doing this the entire time with basically, like, no fingers. Like, his left hand is basically barely used. Is it slowly opening or slowly closing? It's slowly opening. Explosive rounds, that's never a good sign. All he has is some bandages and nigh endless life juice to hold his hand together. Pretty much.
This must be their den.
I cannot see much here. Life juice bottles don't stack? No, they don't. Okay. Can the game give me, like, a break for 12 seconds? I think it was. It certainly looked like it. The Naruto running one. Come on. Back off. Oh, hello, Tarzan. Just sit still, please. This is a bit absurd here. Then again, that seems to be the motto of this game right now. Alright. You cannot get a break. The artistic intent is that Ethan's day-long misery really comes across to the player by sending you a ton of very weak enemies all the time. They're certainly doing something. You want to come at me normally? I vouch for artistic intent and always going after the original work, but it can get a little silly, like Jack Snyder's 4-3 Justice League. He just comes back and I shoot him back down. Oh, did he die that time? I think he actually died that time. Or No More Heroes 2 having a bad finale because their revenge is bad message. Never played No More Heroes, so I wouldn't know. Okay, I get it, game. This is their den or something. Dude, can we comment on the archer who has done nothing but miss so far? Played both but never finished one because it's very monotonous. Can you like, the molded dodged a lot, but I don't think what we needed to make the game more difficult was the enemies dodge more.
Okay, big guy.
Oh. That's great. That did a shockingly pathetic amount of damage. The deal with boss levels is that you have to pay an entry fee to challenge that assassin, and since Travis is an otaku in a dead-end motel, you have to work. At least the city is fun to bike around. That almost sounds like something that you would have happen in, like, a Kojima game. Because Kojima likes really weird mechanics like that. I mean, Kojima wanted a mechanic where if you got peed on, a character would tell you to take a shower when you get back. Suda51, the man behind No More Heroes, is very much a sort of Kojima figure with a bit more madness than methods. That doesn't sound very good. And craft more ammo. No. You know, I'm at a point where I can probably stop putting that as a shortcut. What? The worst part is when you're actually in a level, No More Heroes is really fun, 2 even more so. But the actual connective tissue is literally daily work life. The king's orders finally arrived. Withdraw. It is the most vexing that we must abandon the border stronghold to these heretics, but I had but a little more time. I know I might be able to turn the tides of this battle. Nay, I should put on the airs. It is my curiosity that ties me to this place. Oh. To be frank, 2 doesn't have the entry fees at least, but you also don't get to bike around. There are a number of ruins in the vicinity where the locals say they are very ancient. The ceremony site with 4 giant statues, the caves with murals carved on the walls, the stone plinth they call the giant's chalice. Where did the people who built them come from? Where did they go? It irks me that we must abandon this place without knowing. Oh, thank you, Somarigo? Somarigal. Pardon the construction noises. We are getting a, window removed. And apparently now is the time for the drill. So, yeah, don't mind that. He's doing a good job. He can't make it quiet, because it's a drill.
That's not good.
What's not good? That is not good. Are you kidding me? This is a little tight to be fighting this You can calm down now, mister. Did you forget about Zoe? As in... Oh. No, I didn't forget about Zoe. Oh. The music makes this feel like a Bloodborne boss. Seriously, we needed this on top of everything else? Okay, seriously? Who designed this? This is a little much for one cramped location. Dude does. Are we fighting a metal band mascot? This dude gives me those vibes. The cape, the beard, the very large hammer. A little bit. Problem about your thing about crafting ammo is you never give me enough. Can you chill? Jesus. Most of my combat capabilities right there. What is this fight? Oh, finally.
Eat shit.
For sure. Also, this does seem like a bit much for Ethan Winters. Yeah, it was a little much for this tight corridor. Like, you might have noticed a bit earlier that I got, like, cornered because of the additional ads around, like, right here. Does Ethan's bones block that? Dude's got the most powerful forearms. I guess that's why Chris was keeping a watch on him. There was someone who could rival his power. This seems familiar. Torso flask.
What?
You're the real deal, Ethan. Well done.
Look at them
Quit hiding, asshole. I'm not letting you get out of this.
Cool your jets. Just a little bit more, and you're all wrapped up. I'll lend you a hand. So in exchange,
In exchange, what?
first of all, come to me. Put all the flasks in the altar, and I'm sure you'll figure the rest out. See you, Ethan.
God damn it.
This dude's totally gonna be the final boss. This plate is mine. Oh, a hand? I've been needing a new one. That I have. For some reason I thought that was an explosive. Though, can one blame me? After all the crap I've been through? This looks oddly familiar. Maybe not. I still need to revisit Lady Lanky Kong's area at some point. Well, Miranda is still a character to be dealt with, but I can't imagine Magneto will let you just meet her. Unless he's planning on taking over. What I'm getting is that he's probably going to want us to help him take over this whole operation. Cadell implantation notes. Subjects 174 and 181. Mejia M. Characteristics 21. Male. Silversmith scars from pneumonia. Results low affinity. Cadell failed to grow. Body transformation. Drop in cognition. Another lichen. Sent to pasture. Bernadette B. Characteristics 21. Female, no occupation, no history of illness. Results death. Result 181. Alcina D. Characteristics 44. Female, noble descent, not from the village. Hereditary blood disease. Results very high affinity, no loss of cognition, and arbitrarily able to control body transformation. Ability applied cognition control procedures sent for observation. He does seem like the Kefka type. Pretend I understand. Wait, I keep forgetting you're not super familiar with Final Fantasy VI. I am not. Hello. Can you stop stumbling everywhere? Thing is, I've seen enough fiction to know how this works. These are documents about all the main villains here. That was definitely Lady D's. Maybe. Probably Lady D before her, transformation. Here's the church again. Huh? We're dealing with another one of those things. Some surprisingly quiet chickens. Now here's a good segment for horror, actually. Like, I know this thing can't instantly kill me, but I know it can shred through me. Like, here's the reason why insta-kills just don't work. Because when you don't have the insta-kill, there's always that, like, question of whether you will survive. As opposed to just oh, if you get caught, you're dead. That's not fun. Was I even supposed to go through this? Still. Going through this... Yeah, I can survive against this thing. It hurts a lot. but is not required of me to deal with it. Though it is an intimidating force. If the stakes of being caught are go back to a save point and try it all again, then may as well have none. Yeah. The better way to do it is to have, like, stakes high, but not too high. Like I said before, it's a survival horror, so it should have you survive. Yeah. And that's something that I think a lot of horror games completely forget. Because it's quite often that they're just like, oh, you know, you gotta just not get spotted, or you're dead.
It's my greatest pleasure to see you return alive. You wish to make a purchase?
Actually, I wish to sell.
As always, a trustworthy, fair exchange. These hands are more dexterous than one might think. Leave this to me.
Surprised I never upgraded my shotgun, given how often I use it.
My new stock. Uh-huh.
Probably would be good to know how to make these.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, that's good. This game does that thing where, like, if you, have your, sorry, my brain is trying to process what I want to say. If you upgrade your capacity, it refills your ammo, which some games don't do that, and it always sucks when they don't. Whose hands are more dexterous than one might think. Is he talking about himself or Ethan's perpetually messed up hands? I think it's himself.
What was that?
Having cutscenes in a first-person game that aren't from the main character's perspective is always super weird. Giant's Chalice.
What?
Honestly, I much prefer any game that refills anything once it goes up, like leveling up and getting more HP and MP. Yeah, the Umbrella logo I noticed very early on. guess I need a different key for that. I had not seen it until just now, and I've seen it in other playthroughs. And I'm blind. I know nothing about what's happening at all times. Hey, it's this area. Isn't that a particularly sussy detail? Yeah, though umbrella has a different meaning in 7, from what I remember. Because the helicopter that picks up Ethan at the very, end of, Resident Evil 7 is marked with the blue umbrella logo. Sorry for saying that specific S word. I mean, I've heard weirder. Yeesh. Finest fish. Yeah, these seem less evil these seem less evil weapon corporation, more the SCP Foundation. They take care of weird, dangerous stuff and make sure it's not a worldwide threat. Yeah, it seems so. Could have done without shooting my wife, though. Ah, a very pleasant sound. And they're giving me a lot... Antique coin. Kind of hoping the blue umbrella gets explained somewhere down the line, if it wasn't already anywhere. I don't know. I don't know if it was explained, actually. Hey, look at that callback. Is something interesting for Resi lore or whatever. Antique coin. Intricately designed coin. Looks like the one from the Baker house. We had a bunch of those in Resident Evil 7. Very much a video game lore person. Fair enough. DNA sequencing complete. 99.95 match to Dulvi mutamycete. The deviation of 0.05% can presumably be attributed to artificial changes by humans, which means this is probably the source. Further investigation into how the connections managed to find and extract the mold is needed. The fungal colony is spread out under the entire village. When you take the Baker incident into account, the hosts of the mutamycete are part of a network of consciousness consciousnesses. If that network is linked to here, then we could presume this organism here is data storage. If that's the case, then what data is Miranda after? I'm the type to try and talk about Kirby lore at any opening. I mean, fair enough. I wish I could open this. I wish item boxes were still usable. Stay down, mate. Wait, was that all that there was to this? Oh, those definitely be some bits of mold. Looks like Evelyn never fully died. Oh boy, why is the abyss full of roots roaring at me? Not a fan. So is this just side content? I get the feeling that this was just side content. Where is Heisenberg's location? Probably right there. Don't like that. The less mold branches wave at me, the better. Yeah, mold didn't move a whole lot in the 7th game. Like, there was the animated mold bodies, yes, but, like... aside from that, not so much. This is probably the most relaxing thing Ethan has ever had to do. Just ride on a boat. No giant fish. No lichens. Just a boat. The mold is pretty spooky around these parts. Yeah, there's been a lot of hints to everything here being linked to the mold. And if that's the case, then it's a very highly differentiated version of the mold that we knew. Oh, the bridge? I've got a few paths to go into now. Talked about a fungus and this hive mind thing. I finished the item that was requested. Please deliver it to the house with the red chimney. Go through the caves to the ruins, then down into the village. Maybe we're dealing with the origin of the mold? it is a possibility. Though a lot of Ethan's reasoning to be here is more or less just Chris was a dick. Wait a minute, didn't I, like... Hold on. Although how the Baker house got infected is beyond me currently. So the boat that was transporting Evelyn crashed in the bayou because of Evelyn's influences. And Evelyn's influence from there basically took over the Bakers and kind of just spiraled out of control from there. The Bakers started kidnapping people and exposing them to more mold to make more friends for Evelyn. And then Ethan comes along. I think the spike traps were from the very beginning of the game. Hmm? Well, you're one of the vampire things from Lady D's location. That's where the big ship fits in. Yeah, that's more or less what the entire Mia segment was about from the 7th game. Also known as the worst part in the game. Oh, I see what's going on here. Come on. Golden Lady statue. Magnum ammo, despite the fact that I still don't have a Magnum. Yes, just nudge the flamey thing with your face, Ethan. It won't be worse than everything else that's going on. Ethan has a very casual immunity to fire. Except for when the plot demands that he don't. Map-wise, Huddersfield, Suspension Bridge. That goes back to Benevito. Stronghold. Probably parking here is the best option. I want to try and go back to Lanky Kong's location here. because I've had a ball in my inventory for this entire game, and I kind of sort of want to get it used. I just have to remember how to make it over. If I'm even capable of making it over. Ball? Yeah. Where is it? Flower swords ball. There's got to be something for this. I'm not sure what. But I'll have to figure that out. First question is if I can actually make it over to where the castle is. And I mean, I should be able to. I did just kind of walk into that location from the village, didn't I? The drawbridge is kind of up, though. It was really big. What happens if you check the chalice in my inventory? Hey, look. More umbrella notifications. Or insignia. It was big, but not big enough, apparently. It didn't go this way before. What's happening over here? It's suddenly small. Yeah, stuff happens. Ethan's bag of holding is getting a workout today. It's only a bag of holding when it comes to key items, it seems. Yeah, that looks like progress. Or is this side content? Otto's nil. I'm gonna have to do some serious looking around to figure out how to get back to the castle. A really dumb idea off the Resident Evil Tetris menu. What if you had to keep items from making a horizontal line, otherwise they're gone? Well, if Tetris ever becomes an RPG series, that's probably what would happen. Though I think that would be kind of funny if you made that like a challenge mode you could go through. Tetris RPG spin-off. It'd at least have a joke about that. For sure.
What's going on?
Okay, maybe that's progress? Oh, wait, yeah, that is. That would be progress because of the Giants thing, so I'll have to go back to Otto's mill at some point, because that looks like side content now. So I want to go up. Was there like a point of no return? Yeah, I think there was a point of no return where you just aren't allowed to go back to the castle or something. A block matching and line making puzzler mixed with an RPG would be kind of cool. The mobile game market has you covered because that's basically all there is there. And then this was, yeah, this was this side room that I had done. So there's only one path in for this castle. There's so much I got, like, nothing on, because I didn't realize it was going to be a point of no return. Well, darn. Guess we making progress then. There's kind of a not known platformer on the DS where you have levels on the top screen and puzzles on the bottom. Henry Hatsworth and the Puzzling Adventure. It has really good music, shockingly enough. Like, too good even. Hmm. It sounds familiar for some reason. I suppose I could always look up to see if I can go back to the castle at this point in the game, but then there's always the risk of spoilers because the internet doesn't really like keeping things away from you these days. Well, off to stop Heisenberg from cooking the apocalypse, I guess. Yeah. Hey, what if I just... Okay, so I have to. Okay. Swear to God, if it's revealed that aliens were behind everything this entire time. Hmm? Um... Hmm. Alien plot twists are the freaking worst. I think they can be fine.
Don't worry about the kid, Ethan. It'll be fine.
Like, Studio Trigger
Just get your
and
ass across
Gynex...
the bridge.
Like, Gynex and Trigger, I think, tend to have an okay track record with it, though that might also be because that's literally the only plot line they have. And suddenly everything was because aliens. Is basically how they end all of their series.
Ah, Ethan Winters.
I remember watching Darling in the Franxx, and the last compound twist was just why.
Past daughter Moreau, but I suppose you survived worse back in America. I like you. I'd like to speak to you about Rose and Miranda. Oh, come on in. Don't worry. It's not a trap.
It's definitely a trap.
What are you planning?
Darling did it the worst, for sure. Darling, I think, suffered from just them not knowing what they wanted from it in the beginning. Because it had, like, a fairly interesting idea at first, I feel like. But as it went on, it just was kind of obvious that the writers just were lost. This reminds me of the baker's basement.
What the hell? Mia?
Truth hurts, don't it? Let me guess. You're thinking, take me out like the others, and then he gets to go and save Rose, right?
I'm healing my daughter.
Look, you got this all wrong. Tell me what I'm talking about. Shut your fucking hole! Sorry about that. Take a seat. Listen, Ethan, you're being played.
By you.
What are you talking about? You think this is a game?
I said sit! Lady, supersized bitch. Ugly ass psycho doll. An embryonic freak. Don't you get it? It's a test. To see if you're strong enough to be a part of Miranda's family.
I don't want to be a part of Miranda's family.
Neither did I, but here we are. And I'm next in line, right? Kill me, move up the chain. Well, fuck that!
I don't give a damn about your personal issues. I just want to fix my daughter.
So do I. Do you have any idea how powerful that kid is? Even Miranda's scared of her. Last time you freaked, I swear to God! You and me, Ethan. Together, we can go save Rose, and we can use her to grind Miranda into paste.
My daughter is not a weapon. Fuck you!
Last chance. You don't want to find out what's in that hole.
I'll take my chances.
You're futile.
I have a gun. He's an entire engine. Come on.
A dead end.
What am I even supposed to do here? What is it with Heisenberg and having very poorly telegraphed anything?
Shit!
Come on. Yes, dead end. Oh. Okay. Why do they put so much for, like, timed events when it comes to Heisenberg?
What was that thing?
The death is extra brutal. I mean, it reminds me of the wood chipper death in Resident Evil 6. To be honest, you play this franchise enough, not much surprises you anymore, because they really like to redo a lot of things, like, constantly. Probably a good idea for me to get out of this. If you get another chance to meet Duke, I suggest doing something about all the fish. That is the plan. Heisenberg segments so far seem to be a lot of the same old, like, oh, react to this thing fast. which I'm not very good at. Given that Heisenberg segments have repeatedly killed me at this point, that shouldn't be terribly surprising.
This place is messed up. I've got to get upstairs.
What? Probably has more engine people, too. Likely. My question is, how exactly does one ball work over another? Yeah, it is rather massive. It's also got, like, people everywhere. Or at least the bodies of people everywhere. Oh, hi, Duke. We were just talking about you.
Expanded my services. Please, come take a look. You wish to make a purchase? Don't let it. I can hardly wait. Just excuse me a moment. Apologies for the wait. Here's your share.
I like how he specifies, here's your share. Like most of it's being eaten by him.
To think such a dish could be had in this winter-bound frontier.
Ooh. Oh.
Aha! Aha!
I like how that's all he has to say about it. I mean, he doesn't get to that size on his own. Fair enough.
And buy it I will. Do you have enough firepower? I can now offer an expanded weapon modification service.
I want more inventory
So
space
you
first.
used that.
I need more money.
Please come again.
Didn't expand that too much. Sometimes the inventory management gets a little sticky. Like, it won't move properly. Maybe that's just mouse controls being mouse controls. I don't know why, but I'm reminded of the underground facility in Jake's campaign from Resident Evil 6. It's better than it already was, even by a tiny bit. Yeah. I think it was 2 rows that were added. I guess this is where we get to the point where, like, the real bioweapon-y stuff is happening. Well, with Heisenberg at the helm, the bio might not be the focus for a little bit, but who knows? I couldn't tell you. He's just attaching random metal elements to other people's creations, I guess. Oh, that's pleasant, but not really. Nope. I double-clicked the item. That's not how that works. Ooh, more money. There's not enough power to open a door. I'm gonna visit Duke again real quick. I saw that chainsaw. Resident Evil really likes chainsaws ever since, like, the 4th game. Which is kind of funny when you think about the fact that if a chainsaw was to be used that way, it would break really fast.
Shall I choose something for you?
I mean, his Magneto moves are a bit more tame than Moriel's whole ordeal, and sure better than the baby. I don't think it takes much to be better than the baby.
To think I would buy such things. Leave this to me.
More firepower.
For your patronage.
Alright, let's get back to Chainsaw Boy and try to deal with that. It'll probably be another thing where, like, I have to quickly react. My quick reaction will be a shotgun. I'm gonna shotgun blast his face. I think that's a wise choice. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I can barely see Jack in here. What is this? Did I spell the fishman's name wrong? I don't know. I don't remember. He's got a giant drill, actually. I saw that coming. It wasn't a chainsaw, it was a drill this entire time.
Seems useful.
It was a nice stream, but good night. Alright, good night, Vic. His drill is the drill to pierce Ethan's face. Ain't that the truth? I don't know what I'm stuck on. Ouch. More Magnum ammo, and I don't have a Magnum. Thought the lights were the face of something real strong and scary. When I saw those lights, my first immediate thought was Big Daddy from BioShock. Yeah, like that. I should replay BioShock. The sad day when even a factory in a video game has glowing, obvious weak spots. Yeah. Why don't you come over here? Come on. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad ever happens to the Resident Evil enemies. Ah! Especially not ones that have just recently been shot in a leg. Nothing bad happens if you're shot in a leg in a Resident Evil game. Especially not if you're in combat with Chris during that time. One of these is definitely coming down. Oh. Nice little shortcut for all that I had just gone through. Where am I? I should head back to the Duke and save. I remember a meme that was like, I like your funny words, Magic Man, but redrawn with Sasuke and Orochimaru. I'm only vaguely familiar with Naruto, because at one point I watched it, like, I think during middle school, and then since then, I have never touched it ever again.
You wish to make a purchase?
But really, can one blame me?
Huh?
Gimme.
Till next.
Naruto is peak gateway anime. I would actually argue that peak gateway anime are any of the like either Digimon, Pokemon, Dragon Ball, or Bleach. For some reason, Bleach was like a huge gateway anime. And I don't know why Bleach was as big as it was. Especially after hearing Loot Cat talk about it. Because Loot Cat seemed very disappointed by where Bleach went. Is that where I just came from? No. So I got the horse relief put in. Dealt with all this. Yeah, all of the big 2000s shonen anime and the more kiddie ones too. Yeah. The early 2000s was a wild time, honestly. Especially if you, like, had any presence online whatsoever. Like, at least a number of people probably were familiar with the like sheer amount of just constant fan fiction and everything coming out around that time. It had a 4Kids dub, it got someone into anime. Yeah. And this place dark. I don't doubt Sonic X had to be someone's gateway show. Probably. I vaguely remember Sonic X, but barely. Okay, so I do have to go down that. Ouch. Okay, so Terminator dude. And that hurt quite a bit too, actually. The 4Kids Sonic opening theme is kind of good, unironically. It's cheesy, but you like it. I don't even remember it aside from Gotta Go Fast. Though, to be fair, that's probably the only thing you even need to remember. That was literally it. There was nothing more to it? Come on, there's got to be something more to the theme song than just Gotta Go Fast. I know I'm saving a lot here, but I'm just knowing that something's coming up. It had other lyrics, but Gotta Go Fast is what matters. It's probably the only thing people remember anyways. Because it does get, like, chanted throughout the entire piece, doesn't it?
Well then, feel free to peruse. Food is life. A good deal, if I say so myself.
You went to say something, but I thought it'd be Sonic's coming up. To be honest, I don't remember much about Sonic X. I think I played, like, Sonic games, but never really got into watching Sonic X. And even then, I didn't even play the games that much. And yeah, Sonic, as 4Kids openings did, they just shout one phrase or the title of the show. Yeah, I remember that being a very common problem. The 4Kids Dragon Ball theme comes to mind. A lot, yeah. I think for now, though, I'm gonna call the stream here. I know it's not, like, as long as the previous one. We're just almost at 3 hours. But to be honest, even after consuming an entire burger, fries, and drink, I'm still kind of hungry. I guess it's just that kind of day where I need a lot of food. Alright, that was cool. Yeah, we finished off the fish. We're currently dealing with Heisenberg. We'll either take him out, or he's going to fake us out and end up being the final boss. I'm not sure which one yet. I guess we'll see. Because, well, it kind of has a few ways it can go. Fun progress into Resi 8. Yeah, I wish the game would do a little bit less of the think fast, chuckle nuts kind of acts, because I'm not very good at reacting quickly to anything. So whenever those come up, it's just an instant, yeah, you're dead. You're dead, son. At least that's how it is for me. I'm sure some people get through that a lot easier than I do. But to me, it just doesn't work. But for now, and then Xenoblade tomorrow. You'll have to see how much you can do next week, I suppose. Yeah, that is a question. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do next week. Probably not a whole lot. Because usually what happens is they give me like barely any hours, and then they slam me with all the hours, and then they go back to barely any hours, and then it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. To be honest, I can't wait to just not be dealing with that anymore. We'll see if that ever happens. Well, thank you, V, Vic, Osai. I know you were in here. I saw you do that contribution. Also, Gabe, I saw you stop by as well. Thank you all for stopping by. We'll be rating this individual called Weird. I've watched him a lot before, but I don't think I've seen him in a while. I think he's been dealing with college, so this might be one of his first streams in a long time. So take care of him, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Ciao!